Alright guys, sorry about the light. We started on day 2 of this thing. When we were replacing the carburetor, you watched the first video, I did a pretty much full service on it and it wouldn't crank. Yeah, the carburetor was toast from it setting up for a long time. I did get the correct air filter too, so we will be putting a new air filter. So if you recall, I did not tighten everything back down because we knew it was going to be right back in here. So if you wonder why all the screws are still loose, I didn't see a point in tightening them. So anytime you're running this old gas, everybody's got their own thoughts on it, but you know, if you put some, best thing to do is run it completely out of gas. That'll just eliminate everything. I know sometimes you can't, sometimes you don't. So yeah, that just is what it is. Alright, so we just went ahead and got a new carburetor. I mean, they're fairly cheap, so what's the point of rebuilding an old one if you can just buy a new one for the same price? So, well, maybe it works anyways. So if you'll see right here, just a few bolts. You got one right there that just took out, one right here, and actually quite simple. And this is a 5/16 nut driver. Find when you're working on small engines, the nut drivers are kind of a necessity. Just unplugged that one wire. Gas hose. Little spring. And voila. Make sure your gasket comes off with it. So we got us a new carburetor. Been Amazon special. It comes with actually a couple different gaskets for this. There we go. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm getting this little plastic piece, little plastic grommet. Obviously the new one does not come with one, so I have to use the old one. No big deal. So, like so. There we go. Alright, so we put her. Be careful with this little spring. I'll show you that here in just a second. Alright. And basically put 2 bolts in. I like to get them started, both started before we tighten anything down. That way you make sure you got everything lined up. There's a little ground screw, ground ring right here. I'll show you here in just a second. It's got to go back on top right there. You have to watch it, it'll fall down. Well, something about that don't mean to shake everybody up. But they tend to fall under that. You don't want that. And just everything back in. There we go. Tighten everything back down. Kind of long-winded there. Tighten your 2 screws, 2 bolts, whatever you want to call them. Hook that wire back up. Let's see, can't get my hand on the camera, but hook your wire back up, bolt the ground screw. Oh. Come around to this side. Well, let's see, that's why we make these videos. Didn't hook my choke up, so loosen it back up. Can't get her choke hooked up. So and the ground screw. So pretty much goes like so. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's try this again. This time, only correct. Same thing. Get it started. Just leave it loose fit in there. Reach here, get our back screw in, bolt. And we can tighten everything down. I did put the ground eye back on. Alright. Tighten this one. Alright. I'm gonna remember our little spring. There's a little bitty spring right here. Just make sure it's put back together. Alright. Hook our gas line back up. There we go. And we're basically just going back in reverse the way we come out. Put our little hose back in there. This hose has a little place that it rides right there. Get this little thing here. It sits like so. Not drop everything. So that's pretty much how you change the carburetor on these things. So if you was wondering if anybody's wondering what happened to the old one, I took it apart and the needle valve had welded itself to the body of the carburetor, and he's gonna have to drill it out. I tried to work it out, but I was doing more damage to the carburetor than what it was worth. So, and you can find these little carburetors cheap on Amazon for about 60 bucks. This Kohler 730 it's rather common engine, so it's not that hard to find parts for. Alright. And I do have a new air filter. On the last video I had the wrong filter, so I went ahead and got the Kohler air filter. It's got the pre-filter and everything on it. And the number for this one is the Kohler 2408303 filter. That's your part number. And it's always better to go with manufacturer's stuff than aftermarket anyways. So, I know some people probably won't like that, but alright. So, carburetor's installed. Let's check our oil. Make sure they're good there. Good on oil. Alright. So we'll try it and see if it'll crank. Alright, so here we go. Choke on. Yeah, it's still got a little bit of that bad gas in it. Alright, well, that's a full service on the little, this is a little Lincoln Eagle 10,000. That's a full service on it, new carburetor install. I think we're ready to go. we got a few welding projects coming up, so be sure to hit that subscribe button.